Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make keema. Basically, if you're new to making this and you're young and you can't cook at the age of 21, 22, I thought I'll show you how to make cooking. If you see my channel, I already done other cooking videos for you guys, so you could get inspiration and start cooking and helping your mom out, or your sister or sister-in-law, or whoever's in the kitchen. You could help them out and learn from them, and you could also cook for your family when they're not home. So first of all, what I done in this video for you guys is I'm trying my best to give you the recipe. So first I added onions in an oil of 4 tablespoons of oil, and I chopped up 2 onions and I grinded them. I always grind my onions, and I also grind my garlic, and I had ginger paste that you can buy from any supermarket in a glass jar. You add that into your mixture. I added 7 cloves of garlic in a blender, and I blended it up into fine bits, and I added that into the onions and let that go golden brown a little bit, and add 1.5 tablespoons of salt and mix through with a bit of haldi in there, meaning turmeric powder, and you only need half a teaspoon of haldi, meaning turmeric powder. So once you add your turmeric powder, all you do is just mix that about, and then let that cook for about 2 seconds, and then add your tomatoes, your 2 whole tomatoes in there. If you want to chop them up into cubes like I have done in my previous videos, then go ahead and let it go into a mushy paste, and make sure the water is completely gone, because the mince itself will release the water from itself anyway. So when you add the mince, when you mix it with the ginger, onion, garlic, and if you want to add green chilies in there, go ahead, or red chilies, go ahead, add them in there as well, but I didn't, because I didn't have any left at home, so that's why I've done it like this. Then once you add your mince in there, you mix it and let the water reduce. Keep mixing it every 5 minutes until the water has reduced. Once you see it's reducing down, then you'll add your 2 teaspoons of chilies. It depends how much your family eat. You could add to your own taste. And I told you only added 1.5 teaspoon of salt, just so everything can be combined together. You could add a bit more, like just as it's about to finish, and taste it at the end to see how it is. And if it's like bland, you could add more salt, and if you think you need more spiciness, you could add more at the end, and just cook it down until everything is combined together. You will see about here that you can see that is reduced. I also did end up putting it in a blender to make it like a smooth paste, so it's easier to mix about, and the water can combine together and all that stuff. So once the water was reduced, I added 2 cinnamon sticks, that to half cinnamon stick, so 2 of those. So they're whole, they come as whole, but you add 2, just like break them, and then you add them two in there, and then you mix it through. And in another pan, add your spaghetti and let that cook for 10 to 15 minutes. It was showing the packet. I added a whole wheat one, like half of whole wheat, and the normal packet ones that you could get, like I'm showing here. So I'm letting this to cook for 15 to 20 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes. And once it's cooked al dente, I'll go back to, like, my mince is already cooked because I added oil and I added peas, and I'll let that cook down for another 15-20 minutes, and you'll see how it's made, the keema itself, the mince. So you guys can learn from my recipe. It's easy, it cooks under 45 minutes, so it's easier to cook. If you choose to make it my way, then it's under 45 minutes. So yeah, as you can see, this is how it turned out. It's got a bit of oil floating on top with a bit of water. That is okay, because I did grind the mince down separate and added it to the pan, mixed it well, cooked it down, and then I added peas. I removed the cinnamon sticks, and I added about 6 black cloves. And I'm using this bolognese. It's for spaghetti. Here I'm showing you the keema, meaning the mince, and the spaghetti, the mixed spaghetti. And here's a pan. In here I'm gonna add my red sauce that you add for pasta, and you let that warm up for about 10 seconds, and add your mince and peas mixture into this, and you let cook it just for about I'll say 3 to 4 minutes. And once it's cooked, then you can assemble it right at the end. There's photos at the end, so do keep in mind you could have it like that, or you could just mix it through the whole spaghetti, so everyone has mixture of everything in there. I really am sorry about the stove, that it got dirty. As you know, when you're cooking, the gas stove does get dirty. I did clean it up at the end of the day. Once I made the food, I did clean it up. So this is done, it's cooked. And here's my spaghetti in a dabba, as we call it in our language. I think it's called of some sort. I can't remember. I'll put the name somewhere here. It was good. Then if you want to have it plain, you could have it plain, or you could have sauce separate, or you can mix the whole thing together. But ask your family how they want it, and make sure you leave plain one without the sauce in one side, and one that they want mixed, and one with the sauce and the keema inside of it, the mince inside of it. There you go. This is how it's made. This is how I something I've never